I mean, you stop and you think about it, in Judeo-Christian Western civilization culture, you see a woman who's pregnant, it's a celebration.
Right.
Well, congratulations, you're bringing life into this world, and motherhood is celebrated and so forth. Here, they're literally monitoring every aspect of a woman's life. I mean, this is a war on women. You said that last night.
That's
this
right.
is the real
this
war
is
on
the
women.
real war on women. And so the reason I think that they kept the policy, even though they knew that they were heading into a demographic disaster, is because it was the Chinese Communist Party knows that it's not legitimate. They were never elected. They took over. And so the only way that they can rule is through terror. And so they were able to terrorize the entire population because the one-child policy touched everyone. And that's why they never got rid of it. And that's why they still have not gotten rid of coercive population control to this day. So they moved from a one-child policy to a two-child policy to a three-child policy. They are in desperate need of babies right now. Why don't they just get rid of the three-child policy? Why don't they get rid of all coercive population control? In my opinion, it's because they want to have the right to forcibly abort women in order to keep the population under a reign of terror. Under the three-child policy, the rule is every married couple is allowed to have 3 children. What that means is that if you're not married, you're not allowed to have kids. So single mothers are at risk for forced abortion, and fourth children are at risk for forced abortion. And that's why I think that they keep the policy. Plus, I think that they are selectively using it against disfavored minorities such as the Tibetan Uyghurs the Tibetans and the Uyghurs from Xinjiang. So that's why I think they keep it.
Well, when did you start, by the way, in this? What year would that have been?
Well, I mean, I was representing the refugees in the mid-'90s, and then I founded Women's Rights Without Frontiers around 2009. But I was working on the issue in between.
The first I ever heard of this was on a Murphy Brown episode where Murphy Brown, do you remember Candace, what was her name, who played Candace Bergen, who played Murphy Brown? She actually did not know what to do with this because she was pro-abortion, and yet she found forced abortions, particularly sex selection abortions, which is something we have not gotten into, that is a horror that is developed in China. And